the ability to believe. Maybe even the saving grace to believe. It is ultimately that which really separates man from other animals. It's the ability to create a belief. The ability to create a belief and then follow it up with action and faith. The ability to believe in that which is unknown, that which is not certain to be. The ability to direct one's action completely based off of a belief in that which is not of a certainty. What other animal operates off of belief, can operate off of believing something, of thinking of the abstractness of that which is not, of that which may be, of that which could be, and then living their life based off of that which is unseen, unheard, unknown in a positive sense. Belief allows for creation. And in creating and using one's mind and one's intelligence, magnificent things can be created, incredible things can be created. Things of increased complexity, increased movement, increased power can be created. Belief taps into the imagination of the possibility of things, the desire for things. For one to hold their self back from fully extending their belief it appears in actuality killing it at the same time. It is a matter and an antimatter at the same time. For one to say, I believe in such and such, but I refuse to believe in another such and such. They have thus grasped the concept of belief. They have thus seen not only the ability to believe, but the power to believe. Maybe they're missing out on the importance of believing, if there is such things. There are importance of believing. And maybe there is an importance in believing this way by way of the fact that maybe we have to believe. As part of the intelligence, as part of self-awareness, yet at the same time not being aware of all that is, not being able to know all that is, the truth of all there is. although one can know the truth, and the truth is all that is, that we have to believe. We have to. Once again, it could be our saving grace. Because as all the other aspects of that which is in existence and being in creation, they're subject to just following the laws and rules by force. One may contend to maintain that we have the power over this because of our ability to believe. One may say that speaks to our free will. But it may actually in truth only speak to our part within the totality of existence and being in life, doing our part that we were created to do in being that aspect of life which we are. There are those with intelligence, there are those without, there are those with animation, movement and being, there are those without, there are those that can fly, there are those who are without flight, there are those who can swim, there are those who can't swim, there are those that live in water, there are those that don't. That life is compensating for all the possibilities, or most of the possibilities, or some of the possibilities, or those that, or all, some, or most of that here on this planet, or here in this galaxy, or here in this universe. The power to believe. It may even take just realizing it has a power. That those that don't realize there is a power within that, the power to believe. Pascal's wager basically states that, hey, you might as well believe in God, because what is there to lose? There's more to gain by way of belief in God than there is in one losing, having a belief in God. Now this may be separate than religion, especially specific religion, but in believing in the concept of God and living well, I'm believing in God, I'm believing in the concept of God. One, to believe that one has a benefit of believing in God, one will have to believe that there are specific dictates and laws and rules and religion of a God, there's a benefit to it. Otherwise, it could just be a God that is in existence that has no care whatsoever. Or there could be a God that exists that rules all, bring forth all, but has no judgment in anything. And that would be truth. That would be the God which is called truth. The God which has a name, truth. The God which is very existence and being and qualities and aspects and spirit and all that is within its very name and title. It's just truth, the title truth. Why would one not believe that truth is God? What is there to lose? You can lose and you can gain. If one believes that truth is above all, that truth is God, and you weigh all the outcomes, there's the benefit of believing that there's nothing more important than truth, that everything, all aspects of our life and existence should be based off of truth, that we should always seek to speak truth, absolute truth, beyond belief. That we should seek to live truth, look for truth at all times. Excuse me. Is there more benefit in doing this, or is it a detriment? Would it be more bad things to occur if one was to believe that truth is the most important thing of all things, above anything else, above love, above belief? What would be the downfall? Once again, if you weigh all those, there's one: you can believe that truth is God, or you can believe that truth is not God, and that something else, someone else is God. Something or someone else is more important than truth. Something or someone else is as great as truth. Yet once you put it on the same pedestal, you have truth, you have something else that says God. Well, then you have to say, what does it mean that one lives their life by each? If one lives their life by truth, by the spirit of truth, then that just means that one does all things in truth, that one seeks truth, that one always listens to discern things in truth, always seeks to learn things in truth, to speak truth at all times, to create things by way of truth, to live the entire existence by way of the spirit of truth, by way of what it means, what truth means. It's the fundamental part of what truth is. The truth is you are watching this video. The truth is there are those who will never see this video. And that is the simple truth. And if one follows another God, then what does that mean? What does that God have to offer? What is that God's word? What is that God's spirit? What is that God's dictate? His rules and laws. Because truth, the only thing that truth offers is truth. Its law is truth. Its dictate is truth. Its salvation is truth. It's all is truth. You have another God. What is it? By way of what does it offer salvation? What does one gain in the salvation? How does one lead their life by way of this God? What is his word? What are his words? Is this one word, or is it multiple words? And for every word that exists, for every word that's put forth to come from that God, then they must be defined. And the quality of those words must be defined. The greatness of those words, the goodness of those words, the power of those words must be defined. One must decide how they apply to all things, all those words, in all those words. Whereas truth is one, you know the power, you know what it is that has to offer, you know that there's nothing else for it to offer than itself, which is truth. Truth offers nothing other than the truth. There's nothing else of itself to be other than truth. There's only one word. It is when it's within itself. God within itself is within itself, within its very word of what it is and who it is. What is this God? What is your God?